It's the dead of night, and you are curled up in your bed, warm and feeling safe. The pitch-black house is so quiet that you could hear a pin drop from 2 floors below. You shut your eyes and slowly drift off into slumber, knowing that tomorrow you can do whatever you want, whenever. It's a good feeling. You are jolted awake by the sound of your dirty dishes falling over in the sink. Did you just stack them precariously, or perhaps was it something else? Your mind begins to race. Summoning up the courage to grab your phone, you turn on the flashlight and head downstairs. You can feel your heart pound as you round the corner into the kitchen, your small light doing its best to fight off the darkness. You don't see anyone but make your way to the kitchen block and pull out the largest knife you have. Slowly, you make your way to the stove, only to find the cuddliest, cutest little hippo ever to be found. The sweet semi-aquatic ungulate is happily paddling in a used pot, eating up the leftover bits floating in the water. You put the knife back, you grab a jar of peanut butter and an empty yogurt container. You gently lure the house hippo into your trap. You take it outside and hopefully give it a new lease on life. This is the tale of the cryptid known as the North American House Hippo. Not all cryptids are dangerous, terrifying predators. Some are cuddly little roly-poly amphibious housemates. The North American House Hippo is the latter, and it's not a hippopotamus. Remember, it's just hippo. It can be found across Canada and the northern half of the United States. They are equal parts mouse and hippo. Their size and temperament are all mouse, being very small and avoiding any sort of confrontation. Their appetite and fighting instinct is from the hippo. If provoked, they will gnash out with their tusks, but lack the weight of their full-size counterparts. They are also nocturnal like a mouse, and they prefer standing water like a hippo. Stuff that's left around the household, like pet water dishes and the dirty dishes in your sink. They have been known to scavenge for food in the pantry, going after mostly carbs like chips and bread, especially if mixed in with a protein like peanut butter. Nesting for the house hippo is actually quite convenient for Canada. They will use any soft knitwear like toques, as well as lint that can be found in dryers or even pockets. Their nests can be found tucked away in dark places, where shoes or winter wear is kept. Once their nest is established, if uninterrupted, they will sleep up to about 16 hours a day. And if you believed this tiny critter was real, then this commercial was definitely for you. Let me explain. The house hippo was part of a larger group of advertisements from a conglomerate called Concerned Children's Advertisers. CCA was founded by Sonny Boot and David Mintz, who then sold it to a whole host of Fortune 500 companies. They include McDonald's, Disney, Mattel, PepsiCo, Coca-Cola, Teletoon, Hasbro, Mattel, Chorus Entertainment, Bell Canada, Cadbury Canada, Hershey's, Kellogg's, Kraft, Shaw Media, Loblaws, Nestle, General Mills, Weston, CanWest, CTV, Publicis, the Institute of Communication Agency, Rogers Media, and DHX Media, to name a few. Mintz was, at one time, the president of Global TV, one of the largest Canadian broadcasters to this day, and this venture seemed like the cheapest way to skirt around CanCon rules. Oh, you're wondering what CanCon means? It means Canadian content, and, well, I'll try to sum it up. To make a long story short, Canada requires radio and television networks to broadcast a certain percentage of Canadian-only content. This has been the bane of many networks in Canada as they want to show the often requested high-budget American shows, but have to fill their Canadian quotas. So why not fill the quota using TV adverts? You can repeatedly show them over and over during a non-Canadian show and get your quota filled for cheap. Boot and Mintz's crazy plan actually worked in hindsight. CCA was part of nearly every single Canadian child's life, along with Canadian history moments and hinterland who's who. These commercials would play at almost every ad break during daytime TV and is seared in the mind of Canadian children born around the 1980s, 1990s. And this is where the award-winning house hippo comes in. This cryptid was invented for an advert, warning viewers to be skeptical about the media they consume and to do their own research. Oh, how those times have changed. I miss these more innocent halcyon days. But I'm digressing. The hippo was a huge hit, and despite the focus of the commercial, many kids and even some adults thought the creature was real. Take this guy from Whitehorse. I'm not sure what this guy believes in, but it seems kinda wrong. The ad would air in 1999 to huge praise, winning a Golden Marble Award for Best Kids Public Service Announcement. In 2004, it would get a new voiceover for UK company MediaSmart, a group much like the CCA, but in the UK. In 2019, a similarly named Canadian company called MediaSmarts would make a sequel to the original House Hippo ad, reminding kids, and some adults, to not believe everything they see on the internet. The outcome of that message has yet to prove its effectiveness, but their heart is in the right place. Concerned Children's Advertisers would rebrand itself to Companies Committed to Kids sometime around 2013-2014, but it would fold in 2017. It could have been the declining relevancy of broadcast TV or something else, but the landscape had changed since the days of the original Hippo and his concerned commercial friends. This pint-sized potamus lives on in the hearts, minds, and kitchen pantries of most Canadians, reminding us not to believe everything you see on TV, and that not all cryptids have to be scary. Thanks for watching.